Hey guys, this is Julian R here again, and today I wanted to make this video because I think it is important to share some feelings, some things that happen on the inside of us every single day, and especially for creatives, it's crazy. Um, Let me give you a background to this story. What happened is, I have this very good friend of mine, and she likes to pick my brain from time to time, but you know what? She asks those questions that I give the answer and all that stuff, but afterwards it makes me stop and think longer about the question and what's going on in my profession and in my life. So this week, we got connected again. It's been a couple months, and then she asked me this question, and I was like, wow, it is so philosophical, if you want to say it, but it's really deep and really nice. So bear with me, I need to read it from the cell phone. And she was like, okay, I have a question for you. When did you discover your passion for photography? So I was just like, oh, okay, typical story. So this is how I started, this is how it all came to be. But then I was just like, no, but let's go a step further and think about the passion. It's like that complex feeling that you have for what you do, in my case, photography. So when did I discover that passion? And basically, let me see, to try to recap and complement what I was saying to her. Because what I say is like, okay, I first fell in love with photography when I was in college. So I'm not your typical photographer that it's gonna put in his bio that I grew up with a camera in my eye, and I was 3 years old and I was starting to walk when suddenly my grandpa just gave me his camera. No, I'm not like that. I was just crazy about basketball, and then when I got to college, but I always knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to go into the creative field. So when I was in college, I had to take this class in photography. It was basic photography, and we're talking not digital. It was dark room, it was film. So it was just like, I went out, I shot a roll, and I don't know what I got. I don't know even if I got anything. So that was like the first thing. It was just like this magical thing going on. Is like, wow, just developing your own film and see your pictures come to life. That to me it's something that I still have in my mind. And when I shoot film, which is mostly like personal, when I develop it, it's still, that magic is still there. And so that was like the first spark. But then later on, by the end of my degree, I remember we had to take another class, but this one was a little bit more complex because it was like not advertising. It was more like, what was it called? Like photo design. So you had to, like, the challenges or the homework, sometimes the projects, where you have to communicate this concept, this advertising concept that you have for a campaign or anything, with just one picture. So challenge, you cannot put any copy in it. So the picture has to stand alone and has to convey the message that the brand is trying to give to the public, to the audience. And that to me was just like, man, that's so amazing, because it is taking the powerful tool of visuals, the power of visuals, and transmit a message, and with the, you talk about body language and how to communicate without saying a word. Now just try to do it with just one picture. So that to me, that was just like, this is what I want to do. This is amazing. So I started taking pictures and I started going crazy. And I am the kind of person that I would go and rent a camera. I knew that something was going on. There was an event in campus or whatever. So I would go to the lab, rent a camera, go to the event, take some pictures, play with the flash, do this, do that, take the pictures. And then, hey, I wasn't commissioned for this. I wasn't asked to do it. I was just doing it because I just felt like it. So I could practice. Then afterwards, okay, the event was over, or I was just bored, and I would just go out and I would review my pictures and see, oh, look, this was overexposed, or no, at this situation, oh, I was underexposed, so maybe I could do this, maybe I could do that, maybe bounce the light. Learning. When I was back to the lab, I would be like telling the technician, hey, look, there are some pictures in there of this nice event. The university wants to use them for something. Feel free, and if someone uses it, like, let me know. That'll be really cool if I could just like do something better with it. And but hey, anyway, the card is there, pictures are there. If you want to use them, great. If not, okay, I'll learn. I took my notes. I'm fine. I'm good to go. So it was like that thing that just got me going, and that class just was the thing. And years later, when I was able to get my first equipment and my first camera, my first lenses and all that stuff, and I started assisting, it was just like, oh my God, this is just awesome. And coming back to my friend, what I ended up saying is, that's how it started, but a passion is something that you build every single day. It's moments that built into it. It's just like building a house and just putting the bricks together. So you put another brick and you're like, oh, I'm almost up there to the height that I want to be. So it's just like that sense of satisfaction. So every time in each project that I have, with each job and each commission, it's just like adding and adding, like adding those logs to the fire, and it keeps building and building. So, that's what gets me inspired. And she also asked, which is really nice, and I wanted to share, what inspired you to realize that passion? What inspired you to take action and say, this is my dream, this is what tickles me, this is what I dream of every single day, let's go for it and let's be a professional photographer. And what I was saying is just like every single time that I'm working in this, no matter how hard, no matter how long the hours of the day, no matter how long do I have to drive, or how far do I have to travel, how less do I have to sleep, I forget to eat sometimes because I'm just focused about something. I'm being present, and that is lovely. That is that wood that's added to the fire. So after each production. So you asked me about the last production, it was a commercial. Okay, that was great. There are different stories, the people that's around, the whole crew, even the challenges, oh, do you remember this and that production where I don't know, the sun was just so hard on us, and we had to, and then there came a cloud and we were just soaking wet, but then we had to run and get the shots, and then we did it, and it was wonderful, and people admire those pictures, but they don't realize we were soaking wet 5 minutes before that. That to me is just awesome. I wouldn't change it for anything. So to answer the question again, inspiration is built every single day for me after each project, after communicating with each client and hearing from them. We love the pictures, they are amazing, and once the pictures are out, when I see people really enjoying what we created, the art that we created, and admiring all the job done, and also getting the message that the brands, that our clients want to transmit, either a message of beauty, either a message that asks for action, whatever the message is. The greatest thing is just to be able to do it every single day, and I'm super thankful for this beautiful career that I have, that I keep building every day, and that I keep enjoying. And I wanted to share that with you. If you have a passion, it doesn't have to be photography, it doesn't have to be filmmaking, it doesn't have to be necessarily something creative, although I consider that every single thing in this world has to have that component of creativity. But no matter what your path is, find your passion, find that thing that gives you that inner fire, and go for it. I mean, go fight for it. It's worth it. It's worth it. Waking up every day and feeling that you're not going to work, feeling like that you're just playing and having fun. So if you found it, great. We shared that passion, we shared that feeling. If you haven't, don't panic. Don't panic. We've all gone through different routes in order to find ourselves. So just keep searching, just keep looking, whatever just you feel it's right for you, whatever you feel feels comfortable, not comfortable, but feels that it fits you like a glove. So that's it, guys. That's basically what I wanted to share. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked the video, just a thumbs up, or leave me a comment below. I mean, what are you thinking? What's your passion? Share with me your passion. I want to share it with you too. Let's build this community, and let's hear what do you like. All right? See you next time.